Embarking on a spiritual journey often feels like climbing a steep mountain under a tempestuous sky. The hardest challenges test your resolve, pushing you to confront your deepest fears and shadows. With each step taken, clarity emerges, revealing the boundless potential of the spirit as you find your true self.
Life is a bit like a competition with time. Our minds are recorded with millions of different informations, energies, emotions, and we quite often living through filter of that. We're not living life we're supposed to be. We're not alive really. We're living through that filter, through those emotions, feelings, thoughts, and distorted energy on the surface of the mind. When this is the case, life is a competition with time. Because you got big task to do, to free yourself from this, from that congestion in the mind and in the body, which causing you illnesses, causing you unhappiness in life, sorrow, depression, causing you difficult situation in life, misunderstanding of life, ignorance. We are soaked in this deeply. Until we have fairly good life, we're not asking those questions. We're not digging within. We're not trying to know why our world happening this way and who we are. But as far as I see, at least my own life is a competition with time. If I will be able to pick myself out of that sorrow and start living, start performing in life correctly, or I will soaked into this and I will be dragged down and I will drown with it. Because that ultimately, that mind, when it's recorded with all of those millions informations, does it to you. It's become like a swamp, want to pull you into that darkness. And it depends where you are. When you're starting your journey, it's not naturally pulling you into darkness, and you are unconscious and you don't know. It does it to you. But when you become more and more conscious, you will have those big ups and downs. You will be elevated. To next few moments you will fall down again, and that mind will be trying to drag you, and all them thoughts patterns and energies will manifest in such a way that you will have suicidal thoughts, and all of this go on and on and on. You will see sorrowful life through that. But life is not this way. You are actually at this moment pure radiant being, but you are covered by all those emotions, feelings, and thought patterns, habits, and energies. You covered. This is illusion. When you are in the meditation and you go deeper into your heart, then you see your chest problem disappearing, any pain disappearing, any problem disappearing. So you're going into that pure side of yourself, that pureness. And only in the meditation you can address them really. Meditation, prayer. Actually, prayer become meditation. You will be like later on sitting and looking within. We call them things mind and soul, or ruch, or heart center. But actually this is space, infinite space. Space which looks to me like a matter filled with atoms. So that space is filled with all of this content, all those energies, thoughts, patterns, all of this is there floating. Some of them are so harmful they're causing you illnesses, uncomfortable feelings, emotions. They coming from time to time to surface, and quite often we don't know how to deal with them. They are strong emotion with strong energies. All of this behaving this way is there. But when you teach yourself how to be still, how to meditate, your prayer become meditation with time, you will get better and better in this, and that heart center open, that space open, you will have more and more access to this while you practice, because practice is really necessary. That routine is necessary to get there, to that more friendly, soft space where you can relax. That relaxful state dictate if you will be able to observe and feel those emotions, feelings, thoughts, and all of this, and those energies which floating in your mind. You have to be relaxed. You have to relax to some degree to be able to sit and allow it to pass through you, flow through you. And you observe, and you're going deeper and deeper into that heart center, that soul, that mind space, that general space. You're going like with that softness, and that softness observing and feeling all of that. And when you feel uncomfortable feeling, you do nothing with this, you just feel it, and it's losing energy. When it's lose energy in you, you're winning that battle. Something in you get upgraded. Something in you will perform and function better. You perhaps maybe feel healed from some illness, future illness, some uncomfortable feeling in your body. Some pain disappear from you. You will perhaps maybe you will start function better because energy in you, in your body, in your energetic system start function flow better. So you generally will start feeling and function better. And surrounding environment, your life, your existence will start changing. We see through that filter and we see illusion. We're not what we're supposed to be. We're not there. We see through that filter, through accumulation of impression, through millennia of our existences. Every trauma, every anger, every bad action, every lie, everything which is wrong, accumulating inside. It's against God, that universal law. It's simply negative, distorted, degraded energy, low frequency, all of that. But when we include to our lives prayers, meditations, then we strengthening that system. We're purifying that system. It all will start pay well back after a while. We start see the life in different lens, and all of this start function better for us, according to what existence willing and want from us. But generally, all doors will start become open. This what was closed always say no to you, despite millions of different efforts, approaches. Life behaves strangely to you, like it want to give you and take back those things over and over and over, and you finally get rage from that. You're raging, things raging inside. You're so desperate to change yourself because time ticking. You're getting older, and you see you're still in that swamp, and you're asking and screaming questions: where I'm going to change, what else I going to see, what else I going to face. But actually we're facing ourselves, our darkness inside, shadow, many shadows inside from the past. And those people who doing injustice now, they are simply unconscious. They lie, they're doing all those atrocities. They at some point of time that darkness, that shadow gather in them, they also will be suffer torments of the mind of the past. So they understand they need to correct that. That's the mechanics of life. We have to learn the lessons. We're reaching for all those things which God not permitted, commandments not permitted. And later there will be we will have to pay price for that. Price of different not nice experiences towards us. Because nothing is forgiven, forgotten. All of it is recorded in that space of the mind. If you're taking in the parts in hostile actions, you distorting energy of the mind, and later it functions this way. If you're doing against others, if you're doing against yourself, if you're stealing, harassing, lying, getting angry, all of this have bad energy to that system. That system will be dysfunctional. It won't function well later on. It will function against you. All will be chucked into your face. The only truth I found is in prayer, meditation, scriptures, fasting. This is pure energy, purifying that system. And you can live peacefully in love inside. Of course, in that space is still some things, but once you understand what is peace, how to relax, how to sit quietly and allow it and feel that inside, you're heading to better life. Things will start changing and you start feeling. It's about feeling, how you feel with yourself. If you feel love, if you feel tranquility, or you see and feel life through that distorted, angry, not true filter. That's all about that. We need to learn how to relax and feel all of that and observe all of that. That many spiritual teachers teach about that, spoke about that. This is one of the hardest lessons, to get there, to inside, to that soul, to that tranquility, back to that tranquility, because together with this you can relax, you can observe all of that. If you feel badly at that moment, then sit and meditate or pray. And you see, temporarily it will be at the beginning cut off, but later you'll learn how to observe for a longer period of time. Perhaps you will be on that observation entire day. And when you sit to meditation, it will be 1 hour or even longer, because you will feel this is pleasant when you go like through butter, through those conditions of you. And you see they are like uprooted, melting in that space. And you feel relief one after another. Every time something let go from you, you feel relief. 1, 2, 3. You're becoming lighter. You're inviting more light to that space. And you're becoming more functional human being. With more understanding. With more effortless. When that mind is congested, is full of that, you're like in shackles. Your soul, your heart is like in shackles. You cannot do much. Basically, this is on the borderline with mental illness. Because those things, like mental illnesses, physical illnesses, happening when that mind energy is destroyed, is low frequency. You are recorded in all those negativities, negative things, patterns, thoughts, energies, feelings, emotions. This is in the space, and this is harming your existence. So we need to get rid of that energy from that system. Be again loving, peaceful, well-feeling human being. That's the direction for every one of us. And we need to learn that certain things in our life are dysfunctional. So we need to observe where this is, where there is background of it, where this is coming from. Basically, we need to look within in depths of our hearts. And this will be hardest challenge ever we may have in our life. Salam alaikum and God bless you.